What happened in the last 24 hours in geopolitics? U.S. President Donald Trump declared Iran's response to the peace proposal completely unacceptable, while Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson fired back, accusing Washington of continuing to place unreasonable demands on the table to end the war. A French and an American national who departed a cruise ship struck by a deadly Hantavirus outbreak have both tested positive after returning to their home countries. Philippine lawmakers voted overwhelmingly to impeach Vice President Sara Duterte, setting the stage for a Senate trial that could permanently extinguish her presidential ambitions heading into 2028. Thailand's former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra walked free from a Bangkok prison after serving 8 months of a 1-year sentence tied to corruption-related charges. The UK Prime Minister publicly accepted responsibility for failing to step away following a bruising election defeat. U.S. President Donald Trump conducted an official state visit to China from May 13th to 15th at the direct invitation of Chinese President Xi Jinping. Saudi Arabia sharply condemned Iranian attacks targeting the UAE, Qatar, and Kuwait, reaffirming its unwavering commitment to protecting fellow Gulf nations' security. France's president urged Africa and Europe to urgently reduce their reliance on American and Chinese technologies. Inside China, marriage registrations dropped 6.2% year-on-year during the first quarter, now sitting at roughly half the levels recorded in 2017. A former Qatari prime minister charged that Benjamin Netanyahu is exploiting the Iran war to fundamentally redraw the Middle East. Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan traveled to Qatar for high-stakes talks centered on the Iran war. A Russian envoy firmly stated that Moscow harbors no desire for conflict with NATO or Germany. In India, jewelry stocks tumbled after Prime Minister Narendra Modi publicly urged citizens to cut gold purchases to shore up rupee stability. Beijing announced it will block Taiwan from participating in the upcoming World Health Organization annual assembly. Taiwan voiced mounting anxiety ahead of the Trump-Xi summit, pointing to increasingly fragile strategic stability across the Indo-Pacific. Chinese and American anti-narcotics authorities jointly arrested 5 suspects and seized a significant drug haul during a coordinated cross-border trafficking investigation. In Norway, food prices surged 6.1% over the past year, with monthly prices climbing 2.8%, according to official statistics. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged citizens to revive remote work, curtail gold purchases, and limit international travel as rising global energy prices bite harder. The European Council lifted the partial suspension of its cooperation agreement with Syria, restoring broader trade ties as the war-scarred nation strains toward recovery after nearly 14 years of devastating conflict. Nigeria's defense headquarters flatly rejected allegations of civilian casualties following recent military airstrikes in Niger State. In Mexico City, hundreds of grieving families marched on Mother's Day demanding justice and accountability for the disappeared, as official records confirm approximately 130,000 people remain missing across the country as of early 2026.